Hello, welcome back to another review of me, Kevin Grant on whiskey. As of last week, if you were listening in and if you watched, this week's a little bit different. It says I'm going to pick my favourite whiskies of the year from my own personal collection and kind of go through them just a little bit. I'm not going to sample them today, I'm just going to talk about why I've picked them and why I keep reaching for them really, or if I've not reached for them and things. I don't know why I've picked them, but you could ask me next week and it could change again. So I've got 6 bottles sitting at the side here. I'm going to go through them in no particular order either, and just give you a little reason why I like them, and there might be a wee giveaway at the end as well, so make sure you stay tuned to know how to get involved in that. So I just put them out on this table here. The first one I'm going to pick up is this. This is the Ardbeg Sherry Cask Highland from the island of Arran. 55.8% ABV, full sherry maturation, no age statement, but that doesn't matter because this is quality liquid. As you can see, I've non-half got myself through this bottle. I think this was about £55 as well, so the price for the quality for me is just absolutely sublime. I think this has just got those really good sherry notes, like the sherry casks are just real quality with that new mixed spirit from Arran. It's just a marriage made in heaven. As I said, I've got no idea about the age, but whatever they're doing, don't change it. I think this just works really well. So this is my first, or one of these 6 bottles that I've got here that I've been reaching for if I'm ever struggling and I'm wanting that kind of sherry hit. I'm going for the Arran just because I really, really enjoy it. So this is one of the bottles, Arran Sherry Cask. Next up, another one that I've been reaching for is the Carnmore Ben Nevis 2015 6-year-old whiskey. This has been maturing in a sherry hogshead. This is another Highland bottle, 6 years old. Again, I've been through this, and last year my whiskey of the year was a Ben Nevis. It was actually a 5-year-old from Carnmore, and this is a kind of new bottling, a year older, and it's a little bit different. So I really, really enjoy this. I'm going to give it a sniff again. It's just got that little bit of funk, real caramel, soft fudge, toffee notes, soft smoke in there. I do really enjoy it. It's really different. It's one that I pull out for people, and it's they either love it or hate it. The smell can put you off straight away. It's got that kind of slight sulphur note to it, which I can enjoy sometimes in whiskey. It's really not overpowering, but I think the sweet notes from the sherry's getting in there. 47.5% ABV, non-chill filtered, natural colour, independent bottle by Carnmore, Ardbeg Distillery. This is really, really good juice. I really enjoy it. So this is another bottle that you can see that I've reached for. We've non-half got some out of that one as well. Moving on again. So we've got on to this. This here is the Nabrathen or Nabrathen, if I can pronounce that properly. I've absolutely butchered that, I would imagine. This is a Linkwith distillery, aged 13-year-old, Speyside, 52% ABV. And this is an ex-Isla Sherry quarter cask, so it's really, really different. This I need to say thank you to Drew Lane from Arizona. Drew actually got me this, and I love it. I absolutely love it. As you can see, I've been reaching for it quite a fair bit. So if we go on the nose on this one as well, it's light. It has got that real kind of soft edges to it. Yes, it's got sherry in it. It's ex-Isla. There is the kind of whiff of the Isla note to it. Little bit of sea breeze. Softer sherry, I would say, to it. But that typical easygoing, lighter citrusy note from a Speyside I would get. I've not had much Linkwith, but this has been a really, really great introduction to it. This is the big brother. So the thing with Nabrathen is they split the cask into 2 and they age it in 2 different ways. So it gets split down the middle. So half of so say it was 100 litres, 50 litres goes here and 50 litres goes into another cask. So it's the exact same cask, split into 2 and then put into a different one. So this has been put into an ex-Isla Sherry quarter cask. So you can see there's a bit of a sherry theme going on here, but this isn't as pungent as the first one is, the Arran. Really, really enjoy this one. I reach for it a lot as well if I'm struggling. It seems to be one that I'll go for a little bit more than others. Moving on to number 4, the Ardnamurchan. I got the first release of this from last year. I really, really enjoyed it. When I'm out and stuff, if I can try an Ardnamurchan, I always will. I picked this bottle up a couple of weeks ago and I just love it. I just think it's a new distillery. What they're doing is absolutely phenomenal. It's got all the good notes in it that I like. It's really transparent. It's slightly lighter with a bourbon, more bourbon cask influence to it. It's nice on the nose. It's easy. That soft kind of peat notes in there as well. I've not had that long, but I've restored it a couple of times. But when it's a new bottle, I do like to try and see what it is at the neck, go back in, and when it starts to open up over the shoulder, see how it gets on. I find this is really open up and starting to introduce itself. It's not as shy anymore. It's going really well on the palate. I like to have it without any water. I think the water for me personally just it doesn't help it for me. This is 46.8% ABV. This is the AD 042103 as well. This is a kind of the January release, which I picked up the other week there in auction, and I got it for a really good deal. So this is another one which I love. I love how they've came into the market hot and they've stabilised straight away, and price point's really good. Next up, which I don't think is going to be any surprise at all, we're away to Campbelltown. Kilkerran, €8. This is 56.9%. This is this year's release. This is a big brother to the 2019 release, which was absolutely phenomenal. This has just got everything you want. I'm surprised you can't smell this one through the camera. It's just so potent. Got that little bit of dirt to it. It's got that kind of sandy, coastal, briny note with this charred sherry. It's sensational. This is a hard one to keep reaching for because it's so hard to get. This isn't one that you can just constantly go to, but as you can see, I've not been too shy. It smells good. It's got that light sulphur note again to it. I think it's lighter than the Ben Nevis. 8 years old cask strength, 56.9% ABV. Again, it's another one that ticks every single box, which I like in a whiskey. It's just absolutely good quality product. This will be one I'll be sad when it's really finished, because other ones I think I've got a chance of maybe getting my hands on again, but this is going to be one you're going to pay a lot more to get your hands on. So Kilkerran 8-year-old, cask strength, natural colour, 56.9% ABV. I can't go wrong at all with this. Last one up is I've been reaching for this year a lot more compared to have the last few years. It just really opened up for me, just giving me a kind of different avenue in. This is the rare find, and this is a Bricklady 22-year-old, 53.5% ABV. Cask strength. It's got everything there. Distilled in 1994, bottled in 2016. So when I reviewed this one before, this is just prior to them kind of mothballing as well. So this is like the older liquid from Bricklady Distillery, full bourbon cask, and it's just got that kind of slightly older smell to it and things that you can tell it's not a young whiskey. 22 years old, bourbon. I've shared a fair bit of this out as well because I really wanted people to try it. And when I've been sharing it, I've been having a little sip myself, and I'm really enjoying it. So I've not got much left. This is going to be one very difficult to replace. I think once this is gone, I'm completely done for. I'm not going to find it again at a good price. But I do think this was about £100 for a 22-year-old, which is sensational value. It's waxy, it's oily, it's got a really good mouthfeel to it. It's a really good bourbon notes, those vanillas, coconuts, a little bit of toffee again. And it's just absolutely great cask strength. It does not drink like a 53.5% either. If I had this in a blind tasting, I think it would really throw me to doing it. If I had to guess ABV, I'd be going a lot lower, I would imagine myself. But I really enjoyed this. It's got that typical kind of Islay note on it with a sea breeze. I always get that with an Islay whiskey. Oh, it smells great. It's got that kind of barley note to it as well, which is weird for an older whiskey. Or maybe I'll re-dram of this tonight. But as I say, I'm not having any today. I just wanted to let you know these are my favourite. These are the 6 here that I'm going to put samples in and send out to one of you guys, one of you lucky viewers there. So all you have to do to get your hands on this, I'll announce the winner next week as well, is make sure you've subscribed to the channel, you like this, you need to leave a comment. Leave a comment with a little hashtag saying let's talk whiskey, and give me one of your favourite whiskies of the year so far. Next week I'll announce the winner. during the video, and next week I'm going to pick my whisky of the year. So that video is going to be me reviewing my favourite whisky of the year. I might have already reviewed it, but I'm going to go over it again, the one that's really connected with me. And again, that's going to be very difficult because I've found some really good whiskies. So tune into that one, see if you've won, follow on social media as well, put wee things up there. So as I say, just make sure you've got that hashtag in the comments below and you're subscribed and you've liked the video with Let's Talk Whisky and a little bit about your favourite whisky of the year so far, and I'll pick a winner next week. So as always, I've been Kevin from Kevin Grant on Whisky. Enjoy me next week. Let's talk whisky. Slange.